0971 555 885.
Press Review from 13:30 to 14 hours. What have you heard in the press today?
Good afternoon. I'm glad that you could join us for the latest edition of our press review on Sun FM Radio and TV. I'm your host. My name is Lamek Zulu, professionally known as Folegs, under the hashtag Servant of the Truth. So press review is a program that is designed for you to tell us some of the trending stories that have made your day that you'd want to share with the rest of the Sun FM community. Please make sure that you are brief. Under a minute, you can give us that press review. Do not use this platform to attack other callers. Please, as you talk to us, be sober-minded, and please, let's be factual. And I encourage you to always cite the source of your story. So today, it's been a Wednesday. All calls are exclusive to women or females. So if you are a man, all you can do is actually type a message and send us that a press review. I will be able to read it out. You can either do that either via conventional messages or WhatsApp messages. For your calls, please, women, use the number +260 212 617140. For the male folk, your messages will come through 0769 122 851. So I'll read a number of stories for you as we kick off the show today. Now, the government has raised concerns over the increasing number of syphilis cases reported daily in Shiwangandu district of Muchinga province. Shiwangandu District Commissioner Maureen Bwembia revealed that out of the 15 pregnant young girls tested for sexually transmitted infections, 10 to 12 are found to have syphilis. According to health data from Kalalantekwe Main Hospital, most cases originate from Lukaka and Mayembe areas, affecting girls aged 14 to 20. Miss Wembia made these revelations during the official handover of Lukaka Day Secondary School yesterday. She also urged parents to discourage young girls and boys from engaging in sexual activities for financial gain, warning that this poses serious risks and could impact future generations. So that's one of the stories that we have today on a press review. And then I have another story here where Chief Government spokesperson Cornelius Muitwa says former President Edgar Lungu will be remembered for his contribution to Zambia's democratic development, particularly for his peaceful transfer of power to President Hakainde Hichilema. And Muitwa has dismissed allegations suggesting that Lungu may have been poisoned, saying the claims are unrelated to the UPND government. Muetwa has also dismissed claims that government had banned the former head of state from traveling out of the country. Further, he has insisted that President Hakainde Hichilema harbored no ill will towards Lungu. Meanwhile, Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security, Jack Mwimbo, has urged Zambians to put aside political affiliations and convictions to honor Lungu's memory. So he was speaking during a press briefing on Monday. So let's move on to other stories. But women, you can come through on +260 21261 7140 for you to make a contribution on today's press review. So +260 21261 7140. For the male folk, 0769 122 851. Do I have a caller? Good afternoon.
Afternoon,
Mkwai ndera na manani mkwai?
Priscilla.
Wa Priscilla na nishina? Oh, okay, wa Priscilla kabuso. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Nende fokulanda kwa ile ya sawa former president. Okubimba kunena mwanji nachi pata chiweni. So wale kense ba family ayo ne barose chiri kumutima chifumi. notata okusitoka kuba batisha kuri mu kutwala enfeesi yaleetika balungu ati babutukeko keyo okubeeka so balekensa bene ba family baloshe nga balosha bene kinkuma kifume bakalanda esireko nga bonsi ukubakatisha eyo nafa bene zanda tiyatasha omuntu ngafa apanombe tunkuyo lwakoma president bene bacha after ishibaka bateo bali pachala para kwadu kulanda esiza diya so kwena zanda tiyatasha omuntu ngafa tiyatasha omuntu nishopo ati kwa ina bali danda tote ba president batero bako bako ba former president atote na ngombe uyo yatasha omuntu ngafa.
Thank you very much for that call. +26021261740. That's the number that our women folk can use. For men today, you can send us a WhatsApp or conventional messages on 0769122851. Do I have another caller on the line? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bafolo.
Mkwa inturanda na manani?
Mulawanda na wasanda, walete mula mule.
Okay, Chanda, what's your first name?
My first name is Chanda Saka. Look at you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my name is coming from Famous Family. You know, talking for Kangwa Basilanda concerning maybe the lot of Kabari Abagate Kalona was supposed to postpone that and at a festival. I sang in the government in a family. I still have a little day in the balance. I know we know Cavalore and nothing for a message by no Galangi. So I say, Kotakulandalandam quite research something, but it was a win of our own. So I'm just for Bishop from Basilanda, Wataka, Walombo, Welo. Oh, Bagateka, Matabale folk from the way the Babale cut for me one day, Kotokula go farm, Shuya, Kavasi, Charles, and to teach that I take another because I didn't take a one for Valanda. To the scene of Bakalanda to confirm maybe making from Wadala work. Oh my God.
Okay, thank you very much for coming through. Let's pick another call before I go back to the stories. +26021261740. Women, this is your show. Please take advantage. You can talk to us like every other Wednesday. We dedicate this show to you. +26021261740. So that's the number that will give you access. Do I have a caller on the line? Good afternoon. Okay, I don't seem to have a caller right now. Let me quickly get to this story where former First Lady Dr. Christine Kaseba's young sister, Miriam Kaseba, has aged the PF Lungu's funeral. This comes after a viral video which showed a member of the Patriotic Front, Charity Banda, to be specific, saying during Michael Sata's memorial, the PF was sidelined because Sata's family had silly people, but Lungo's family had no silly people. So reacting to this in an audio, Miriam Kaseba urged Banda to mourn Lungu without bringing the PF founder's name into disrepute. So this is what she said. +26021261740. That's the number for women to come through and give us their thoughts on today's edition of Press Review. +26021261740. That's the number that will give access to our women that want to contribute on today's edition. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Mabombe ni ba Lamek.
Wino mabomba janai.
Mabomba se wino tabe bana bongani.
Emkwai.
Nalasenda pona chumfa kuchimwemwe ya kulanda ati bodeta ya isere no pa Wednesday ero futi ne aba residential doctors yo batire withdraw ma volunteers so nalasi kuminkanya emkwai. Na turekesi abene na besho cho baleti tirefyo chali bechafina tekintu ingalondolola bwino so tulolerefi bakatuletera tulolerefi ero ya ma residential doctors elo balanda timpendwa niyi mwali babengi muyewosi balakanya bachi bali abantu bafuira okubabika first kaili bali ba volunteers balya babengi shadani fira balandire ba mutima abanani ba residential doctors manpower na ichepolo abantu balefula na balerwala na balefu so kuchibatemwapo
bafunya withdraw bali abantu erwenfa sharafula mu hospital zanyu kubengisha balabene abantu abali mu akali mulya so babaleke fye umwewo wali ba important babomberi abantu impia tekantu babaleke babengishe bali abantu abalina face to.
Thank you very much for coming through. We got the gist of your press review. Let me get to this story where former South African High Commissioner to Zambia, George Twala, says former President Edgar Lungu had expressed concern that some of the mistakes were being repeated by President Hakainde Hichilema. Now, he was speaking during Edgar Lungu's memorial service, where he said Lungu hoped President Hichilema would learn not only from his successes but also failures. So that's one of the stories that I wanted to read for you. Then Lusaka lawyer Makebi Zulu has announced that Lungu's remains will not be repatriated to Zambia today, as earlier announced. Meanwhile, former Works and Supply Minister Sylvia Charikosa says Lungu did not deserve to live without the dignity he had rightly earned. In the same vein, PF Acting Vice President Given Luwinda says Lungu was treated differently from his predecessors, even in his death, as government refused to announce his demise. So all this was spoken during Lungu's memorial service in South Africa yesterday. So let me quickly get to two messages that have come through via WhatsApp. This one says, good afternoon, Mr. Lamek Zulu. My press review today is coming from Sun FM Midday News. And I quote, former President Edgar Lungu, Edgar Lungu's body not returning today. My view is that all this comedy, sure, let politicians put politics aside and allow the public to mourn in harmony. Anyway, Kanshi, if we twaya Kumawala, and then that's what he says. This one is coming in from Darlington, who is writing from Luansha. Thank you very much, Darlington, for that particular message. Let's quickly get to this one. Good afternoon, the true servant of the truth. This is Moses Chansa from Chirabombwe. My press review is on what I heard on Sun FM Midday News. Today, Secretary to the Cabinet confirming that the repatriation of the remains of the 6 will not be done today because they still have to do consultations with the family and other stakeholders. Please, can you quickly resolve the impasse? We know the government didn't do what they were supposed to do, but let the family forget about that and allow the smooth running of the funeral. And then he says, same Sun FM, Midday News today, a Council of Chiefs in Southern Province has backed the amendment of the Constitution. Has backed the amendment of the Constitution. Have they really sympathized? Have they really scrutinized? Okay, sorry. The word is scrutinize the submissions about the proposed amendment. Okay. So that's a message that is coming in right there. And this one is coming in from Moses. Thank you very much, Moses, for that press review. +260-21261-7140. That's the number in case you want to share your press review with us. If you're a woman, you can use that number to call us. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please give us your name and where you're calling us from.
Alice Mwansa Kitwe.
Okay, well, Alice Mwansa from Kitwe. Go ahead with your press review.
Narasunda kwa ine na chumfa kuchumwe. Chumfa chwa lungu na baterero bale tokuma South Africa. Kabale kyabe ne ba PF urupwa lwabo abene bayirose she. Nangu wekale kujata pale fo balasa kama na ba UPNG yo. Kabale funya kwendalama abene mashauri bale boncha. Kaina muntu tabale kwaya bale lande singi
Okay, thank you very much for coming through. +260-21261-7140. That's the number that you can use. Let me give you another story. Former Vice President Enoch Kavindele has accused some Patriotic Front PF leaders of using the funeral of former President Edgar Lungu as a platform to jockey for control of the party. So he says they are positioning themselves for party leadership. Meanwhile, Copperbelt Minister Elisha Matambo has warned that once the 7-day national mourning period ends, UPND will not tolerate what he described as continued disrespect and abuse directed to President Hakainde Hichilema. He was speaking in an interview on Monday. So obviously take note of that. This is one of the stories I wanted to share. Plus 260-212-61-7140. Good afternoon.
Hello, balameki mwabombe.
Wino mwabomba sha nindiranda na wanani?
Ba Grace Ngoma banampunduka bushi.
Okay, go ahead.
Kwa press review andiniona chumpa kule do chimwemwe. Yako bati bode abalungu taire isa lero. Kwena nifo fine na tumpoka taire isa lero bode lero. Abali uko babombele fechapa mukwe bati bode ifuire iselese bashiki. Pantu icharo chonse chirelo lero kwa bati balungu babalete pantu abantu imitima na ikuntikirwa kurufya balungu. So nangu babeka likoko nshite itali tachamoneke buno bena ba kalefe pamona family bairete bode. Ero chimbini na umfire mairo kule de futi chimwemwe yakwe bati balungu batire poisoned. Kwena umuntu apali mfa nimfa afye. So chentu lekereferesa fyo mwine wishibe kufa kwa balungu. Nga muntu abatire poison na wakafwa. Na totira mbombe buno balameki.
Okay, thank you very much for coming through. Plus 260-212-61-7140. That's the number. Just in case you want to be part and parcel of our press review today. I have another message that has come through via conventional messages. And then this one says, good afternoon, our government, our PF and family. Wekare Panshi, please, Zambia to Asebana. And this one comes in from Johnny Ngoma or Bashimalani in Kitwe. Thank you very much, Bashimalani, for coming through. Let me quickly get to this other one, which says, good afternoon, four legs. My press review goes to what you have read concerning very much Konka. What Madam Kaseva said, this is not the time to finger point and play hide and seek, but let's mourn in harmony. This is coming in from Jonathan Ndau from Luansha. Thank you very much, Jonathan, for that particular message. This one says, hi, Sun FM, my name is Bernard Luapula from Mundola. My PR is going Kuriba Chipolopolo. Chansoni sana ukufirwa kuchita qualify ku next stage yako safa. Okay, thank you very much for that particular message. And then we have this other one which says, good afternoon, my press review is on the late president's funeral. I feel the family, they should be left alone. Politics should not be involved. Let the country mourn in harmony. And this one is coming in from Elku Chanda. Okay, make sure next time you give us your first name as well. And then this one says, my press review comes from ZNBC News. As patriotic Zambians, let us mourn our beloved president with dignity and honor. This is Linus Chungu from Mpongwe. Thank you, Linus, for that message. Let's pick some calls as well. Plus 260-212-617140. Good afternoon. Okay, since there's no call, I'll go get back to the messages. My press review is on what I heard on Radio Chimwemwe. Every citizen is government property. Let the law apply accordingly. Let government handle the barrier arrangements. This is coming in from Gift Chifwaila, Gift Chifwaila Mumba from Mundora. Thank you very much, Gift, for that message. And then this other one says, hi, Sun FM, radio and TV. I'm picking on the Millennium Radio newspaper pick. that the Finance and National Planning Minister, Dr. Stumbwe Komsekotwane, said the USA cut ties and that it was abruptly. In the case of government, was supposed to plan for the future in advance instead of them crying foul. This is what he says. Okay, thank you very much. Obviously, he's referring to the USA cutting aid to other countries. Let me pick more calls. Plus 260. Hello, you are through to press review. Bueno mwabomba shan. Nshumfu ireshi na dienu wa mayo. Okay, I didn't get her name, but anyway, we get the gist of that press review. Plus 260-212-617140. That's the number for voice calls, and those calls are exclusive for women. For the male folk, please use the number 0769-122-851, either WhatsApp or conventional messages. I will be able to attend to them. So then this other message comes in via WhatsApp, and it says, good afternoon, sir. Hello, you are through to press review. I hold my thought on that message. Let's allow this caller. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Please, Mama, give us your name and where you're calling us from.
Yes, never come to.
Give us your full names. Ndianda ama names ya pa reg. Give us your full names. Catherine Nan. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ona chupa kuchimwemwe iyo bale bapaza bachana kibaya ba president ba bobwerere ubona bwanti barabunga antu te kibalombo bwerero ba former president bile bashire mu mapolitiki babirangira abene beka babirangira kinare kama politiki futi beta kuiba mu mbiri olo baganda kina na bwera ku mapolitiki so beta baranda kibaye keke barenga akwabete omuntu ngabwera mu mapolitiki nishinabwera olete pya kulanda ki ba president ba tabisi sebalengere abarenga byose tina bali balekere ba president ba ekitarungu bakusha na cyari zirine namba bapushina ola kuteni mkutu mona kwa kama president.
Okay, thank you very much. There's this message that has come from Elia. I will not be able to read this message because the language used in this message is not professional. It's not good for radio and TV. So for that, please forgive us. I will not be able to read that particular message. But I'll pick on this one that has come from Messi in Indola, which says, my press review is from Sun FM, where the Catholic Church has rejected the 800,000 that was donated. They have done very well to refuse because they were called Lucifer. This one is, and then he says, bravo, voice of the voice, Bishop sir. This is coming in from Messi in Indola. Okay, thank you very much, Messi, for that particular message. Let's quickly accommodate more calls so that we give chance to our women folk to give us their contribution on today's edition, which is a Wednesday. Like every other Wednesday, we give them an opportunity to call. Plus 260-212-617140. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mabomba.
Mkwai Mabomba Shan.
Mkwai.
Who are we talking to?
This is Messi Chan.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, we lost you. Plus 260-212-617140. We have less than 6 minutes, so you can come through via voice calls. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, we lost that one. Let me go to conventional messages, where I have a message from Mr. Sibubwa. It's Mr. Shepherd Sibubwa, to be specific, which says, good afternoon. My press review over the death of ECL. No matter how we talk, let us know that there is a life after everything. United we move, divided we fall. The church also should also help facilitate for peace. The ambassador of life, and he says voice of the voiceless, Mr. Shepherd Siwuwa. Thank you very much for that message. Let's quickly get to your calls, women. +260 212 617140. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Mwabombeni huko.
Twabomba fe bwino tulanda na wanishi na mayo.
Mlanda na ba Esther Mwape.
Ba Esther Mwape. Okay. Okay, go ahead with your press review.
Ishishine shimuntu nguru shishamupie na sesirange kumiko kuri bae gano riporo wabo. Mutare mwabo kwa mwane mfuwa zetu washika ni riporo wabo kwa tuwatusha. Nombe kubalekita isaberange kumiko na kuri bae sta. Bae sta babaleke bese kuno baloshenga bena Zambia nisha barabatekele oko. Testu mwiko balerange tuma politics ni muka ite mwovu.
Thank you very much for coming through. And then this message says, I learned on social media that Nakachinda said the state funeral declaration should have waited until Lungu's remains return home. Okay, but my question is, how should Zambia conduct itself in the absence of a state funeral? This is coming in from Lukwasa Chola. Thank you very much for that message. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, we don't have a caller there. I'll go back to conventional messages. This one says, hello, good afternoon. My press review is about the funeral of our former president, Mr. ECL. The former president has to be mourned with dignity for he saved this nation and he has left a very big legacy. So he says Zambians should be united during this period. This is Nyausu Mwalia. Okay, thank you very much, Nyausu, for that message. Let's quickly get to this one. Good afternoon, Mr. Zulu. My press review is from Sun FM. Main news about the body of our late president not coming today. Let them come to an agreement and bring the body of ECL in the country so that he rests in peace. This is coming in from Kombe Kaseke Fanuo. Thank you very much, Fanuo, for that message. With less than 3 minutes left on my clock, I'll quickly get rid of these messages. This one says, hey, Four Legs, my press review is on Nakachinda and the group. These are finished politicians. Okay, that's your opinion and I will respect it. Unfortunately, there's no name there. And then this one says, good afternoon, Sun FM. I'm Lloyd Wadia from Ibenga. My press review goes to what I heard, that the body is not coming. Please, let's mourn in peace. Okay, this is coming in from Mwadindi, that the body comes so that we mourn in peace. Okay, thank you very much for that review. Okay, with two minutes left on my clock, just 2 messages, then we go. Afternoon, my press review is about the bringing of ECL's body. Let the UPND leave the family to decide if they want them. If they want them to be involved, obviously they will be involved them during burial. So okay, this is what he thinks. Unfortunately, there's no name there. And then this one says, rest in peace, Walungu. We love you, Mwamba in Mpongwe. Thank you very much. And that is where we come to the close of today's edition of a press review. It will be back again tomorrow from 13:30 through to 14. On behalf of my producer, my name is Lamek Zulu, also known as Four Legs, under the hashtag Servant of the Truth, saying God bless you and continue enjoying our programming on Sun FM Radio and TV. Bye-bye for now.